What are some of the possible political formations in this country ahead of 2022 general election? Who are likely to be the presidential candidates? And who are likely to be their running mates? I want us to look at the possible political formations. Who are likely to be appointed as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya? And who are likely to be Deputy Prime Ministers of the Republic of Kenya? And is it possible that William Samoei Ruto might actually work with Raila Odinga in 2022? And what's President Uhuru Kenyatta's game plan for 2022? Today, I want us to look at all those possible political formations ahead of 2022 general election. But before we go into those details, if you are watching this video for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now back to the main issue. What are some of the possible political formations in this country? And is it possible that Raila Odinga might actually team up with William Samoei Ruto in 2022? Because that talk is already within the political circles in this country. I don't want to get into the details about that particular matter, but I want to dedicate a specific video on that subject in my subsequent video. But for now, let us focus on the possible political formations in this country. Because we all know that 2022 general election is not going to be the same as the elections we had in 2013 and 2017. The dynamics are going to change completely. And the presidential candidates, their running mates, the candidates they are going to push to be appointed for prime ministers and even deputy prime ministers are going to play a key role in that particular campaigns. Because we know several factors are going to determine the choice of these people. The first factor is going to be numbers. Is the choice of the prime minister, the choice of the running mate, going to deliver numbers to the various political players or presidential candidates? So numbers is going to play a key role. Number two is regional balance. One of the issues President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are trying to address with the Building Bridges Initiative referendum is the inclusivity. So how are these formations going to balance regionally? Are we going to have a Luo? And if you have a Luo as a presidential candidate, who are we going to have as the running mate? And what about the prime minister? So regional balance is also going to play a key role. Then we are going to have what is called value addition. Is the choice of the prime minister, the choice of the running mate, going to add value to the campaigns? Are they able to deliver some seeds to the formation? Those are some of the factors. And lastly, campaign funding. If you are going to choose a running mate, will that running mate be able to attract funding to your campaigns? Ama ye atakuwa tu anadandia. If you are going to choose someone as a potential deputy prime minister or prime minister, will they be able to attract funding? Or will they be able to at least fund that campaign? But now let us get into the main reason of this video, which is the possible political formations in this country. We know one thing for sure, that William Ruto is going to contest for the presidency in 2022. Raila Odinga is not very sure, but chances are he might actually contest for the presidency in 2022. Musalia Mudavadi, I'm convinced, will be on the ballot in 2022. And who is going to be his running mate? Who is going to be his potential prime minister? Kalonzo Musyoka is planning to contest. What about Gideon Moi? Will Gideon Moi contest, or will he position himself and wait until 2027? All those formations, and I'm sure if we start looking at all those formations one by one, we are not going to complete this video today. So I want to begin with Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta, because these two brothers are in handshake. And then probably tomorrow, I'm going to look further into William Ruto's formation. The people he might actually front as deputy prime minister, people he can front as running mates, deputy prime ministers, and I want you guys to help me with that, because it's my next video tomorrow. I want you to point out the people or your formation, the team which you think the deputy president can run with moving towards 2022. But for now, let us begin with Raila Amolo Odinga. In my view, the first formation which Raila Odinga can craft is with Raila Amolo Odinga as the presidential candidate. Then he's going to appoint Peter Kenneth as the running mate, because if you look at the politics of this country currently, Peter Kenneth is actually surging ahead of other players from the larger Mount Kenya region. The idea behind Peter Kenneth and Raila Odinga's ticket is because of the Kikuyu factor. And the assumption here is that President Uhuru Kenyatta is going to support this team. So we are going to have Raila Odinga as a presidential candidate and then Peter Kenneth as a running mate. Then Gideon Moi comes into the picture as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. So Gideon Moi is going to take care of Rift Valley. And because Raila Odinga has his two deputies, we have Hassan Joho and Wycliffe Oparanya. Those two gentlemen are going to be the deputy prime minister of the Republic of Kenya. That's the first formation. With the support of President Uhuru Kenyatta, I strongly believe that that formation can actually deliver. Coast will be secured. Western will be secured. Rift Valley, not much, but perceptually. And then Central Kenya, it's going to be a contest between Raila now and William Ruto. And with that ticket, Raila Odinga will definitely carry the day in Nyanza. So in my view, that's the first formation which Raila Odinga can actually use. The second formation for Raila Amolo Odinga, with the support of President Uhuru Kenyatta, is also very interesting. In this formation, we're likely to have Raila Odinga as the presidential candidate. Then Kalonzo Musyoka as his running mate. I'm talking of a situation where Uhuru Kenyatta has agreed to support Raila Amolo Odinga. And he has allowed Raila Odinga to come with Kalonzo Musyoka as his running mate. So Kalonzo Musyoka is going to accept to be the running mate. Then once that's done, then Uhuru Kenyatta is going to be introduced as the prime minister. So we have presidential candidate Raila Odinga, we have presidential candidate Raila Odinga, the running mate Kalonzo Musyoka, then prime minister Uhuru Kenyatta. And I know many people will ask me, oh, Uhuru cannot contest or cannot be appointed as a prime minister. Where you will ulisikia wapi? Uhuru Kenyatta can be appointed the prime minister of the Republic of Kenya. Very simple. Uhuru has control of Jubilee Party. He will only need to get appointed or to get nominated to parliament. Once nominated to parliament, he becomes a member of parliament. He doesn't need to contest as a member of parliament. He will be nominated. Once nominated, then is appointed the prime minister. So Uhuru Kenyatta, with that in mind, will deliver Central Kenya 60% or even 50%. Then Hassan Joho and Wycliffe Oparanya becoming the running mate. I mean the deputy prime ministers. That formation will deliver presidency to Raila Amolo Odinga by 8 a.m. Uhuru Kenyatta as the prime minister, Raila Odinga as the president, Kalonzo Musyoka as the running mate, Hassan Joho and Oparanya as the deputy prime ministers. By 8 a.m., Raila Odinga shall have been declared the president of the Republic of Kenya. The third formation is also very lethal. And in this formation, Raila Odinga is going to say, I'm not going to contest for the presidency. Uhuru Kenyatta is also going to say, I'm not going to contest for any political seat. Mimi naenda nyumbani. But they are going to support a team. So Raila Odinga entered into a coalition agreement with Kalonzo Musyoka. So he's going to tell Kalonzo Musyoka, I want to endorse you because Uhuru doesn't have a problem with you. So Kalonzo Musyoka becomes the presidential candidate. Then Uhuru Kenyatta will say, now Raila, mimi pia, I would have wanted my deputy. But because ameyumba yumba huko, I want to give Kalonzo Musyoka a trusted ally. So he brings Fred Okengo Matiang'i. So Kalonzo becomes the presidential candidate, Fred Matiang'i becomes the running mate. Then, from there, Oparanya now becomes the prime minister. If not, Peter Kenneth or Mutahi Kagwe becomes the prime minister. Then Hassan Joho will constantly be at the deputy prime minister. So if the prime minister was Oparanya, then the deputy will be either PK or Kagwe. And if the prime minister was PK or Kagwe, then Oparanya will become the deputy president. That formation, with the support of the system, will also sweep. Because Kalonzo will secure the Ukambani, and because he comes from those regions, Mount Kenya, I don't think they have problems with Kalonzo Musyoka. They'll vote for him. Raila Odinga will whip his region to vote for him. Western Kenya will still listen to Raila Odinga, and Oparanya will deliver. Coast will support Kalonzo Musyoka. Again, a possible winning ticket. Then there is the fourth formation. And this fourth formation is what most Kenyans are talking in low tones. That Raila Odinga can actually work with William Ruto, the deputy president. So Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are going to deliver the BBI. So after delivering the BBI, then Uhuru will say, for me, I'm going to retire. But I want to leave a legacy. That in 2022, we are not going to have a divisive election. So I want you, Raila, to support William Ruto for the presidency. Then, I want you to run for the prime minister. But Raila will tell him, Mimi pia, I had an arrangement with Kalonzo Musyoka. So let Kalonzo Musyoka be running mate to William Ruto. Right? So we have William Ruto as the presidential candidate, Kalonzo Musyoka as the running mate. Then Raila Odinga becomes now the prime minister. Then we have two deputies. That's what the challenge will be. Will that person be Hassan Joho? Will that person be Oparanya? Will he be Peter Kenneth to take care of the larger Mount Kenya region? Who do you think amongst Peter Kenneth, Wycliffe Oparanya, Hassan Joho, and Mutahi Kagwe can be the running mate? I mean, can be the deputy prime minister under William Ruto as the president, Kalonzo Musyoka as the deputy president, Raila Odinga as the prime minister. Let me read also that in the comment section. Then you have the fifth formation. And in this fifth formation, also Raila Odinga is playing a part, a role. Uhuru Kenyatta is playing a role. They are saying, Sisi atusimami. So can we agree on a candidate? So Kalonzo Musyoka, now formation number 5. And in this case also, Uhuru Kenyatta is not running, Raila Odinga is not running. But they have agreed to support a team. So Raila Odinga is asked, who would you prefer? Your choice is as good as mine. Raila would always go for Musalia Mudavadi. And because Raila would go for Musalia Mudavadi, Uhuru Kenyatta will not have a problem with Musalia Mudavadi. So they front Musalia Mudavadi as the presidential candidate. Then who becomes the deputy? Peter Kenneth. Then Hassan Joho now become the then Hassan Joho or Paranya becomes the prime minister. Then Gideon Moi becomes the deputy prime minister. James Orengo becomes the deputy prime minister. In my view, those are the 5 formations. Although there's a 6th formation, although I strongly believe there's also a 6th formation, which is very dangerous. This 6th formation is a situation where Raila Odinga has disagreed with President Uhuru Kenyatta. They've fallen out. So Raila Odinga is going to run alone. Uhuru Kenyatta either going back to Jubilee or fronting someone else. Maybe saying Gideon Moi or say someone else. Raila Odinga gets disappointed. He contests. Ruto decides to contest. Then Uhuru Kenyatta throws his weight behind someone else. How will that formation affect Raila Odinga? So we'll have Raila Odinga as a presidential candidate because it will mean Raila Odinga going to ODM. So in ODM, who is likely to be his running mate? He has 2 deputy party leaders, Hassan Joho and Oparanya. So in my view, he will easily pick Oparanya as the running mate. And then Joho as a party leader will be co-opted as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. So we have Raila Odinga as a presidential candidate, Wycliffe Oparanya as the running mate, then Hassan Joho as the Prime Minister. Then who can they appoint as the deputy prime ministers under that particular arrangement from ODM party? It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And I've been thinking, and I was asking some of my friends, in case Raila Odinga is shortchanged, who can he appoint as part of his team, the Pentagon, the big 5? That's the president, the running mate, the prime minister, and the 2 deputies. Let me also hear your thoughts on that. Thank you guys, and please, if you're watching this video for the first time, I want you to take a second or 2 and click the subscribe button so that next time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you guys, and my next video, I think, should be on how Professor Kivutha Kibwana can kick William Ruto out of the no camp and run away with those people. Should the deputy president make a move of supporting the yes campaign? Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.